Hello and welcome to Rebels Radio latest interview. I'm joined by both Slough joint managers Neil Baker and John Underwood. How are you, gents?
Good, thanks.
Good, John.
Frustrated with lack of football over the Christmas period?
To be honest, the game being off on the second at Hungerford wasn't the worst thing for us in the end. Yeah, we had a couple of issues that day, a couple of players that would have been playing probably with knocks, and to be honest, it probably wasn't the worst thing in the world. We've had a chance to kind of regroup. I think we'll certainly go in with a lot stronger squad this Saturday than we would have had last Saturday.
I think in reality we were probably pleased it was off.
Yeah.
Okay, and moving forward to this week then, presumably trained twice this week?
Yeah, we trained twice this week. We had a session, sort of a 7-a-side session really over on the goals. Obviously with the wet pitches and everything it's very difficult. And we were meant to train at our usual 3G today over at Langley Academy, but that got called off due to the weather. So we ended up having to go out to do another 5-a-side over at Slough Power League. So it hasn't been ideal in terms of preparation, but we've got the lads together twice this week and they've worked hard, and it's actually been quite positive, to be honest. And
in terms of the squad, has there been any changes over this period? Players coming and going?
Yeah, there's a little bit going on at the moment, to be honest. Where do we start? So
probably Charlie, probably Charlie.
Yeah, we've known about this for a little bit now. Charlie and Pi's got him a job in Dubai, which he leaves for on February the 16th. Yeah. So he's given us warning on that. It's a great opportunity for him. Obviously, it'll be a blow to lose him because he's done great for us. He's a great lad. He's been a real mainstay of the side since he's been with us. So that's obviously disappointing.
There will be opportunities where he will still play because he's due to be coming back to the UK quite a bit because his girlfriend isn't joining him initially. So he said that when he's back, he'll put himself up and available, but obviously depending on where we are at the time. So but it's disappointing, but. It's great for Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the forwards, we've got Scott Harris obviously back with us now. He played for Ashford last Saturday to get some minutes under his belt. He got a goal. He trained twice and trained well this week. So he's looking sharp, looking back to where he was. Obviously, we've got George Hallahan on loan at the minute from Basingstoke until after next Saturday. Eddie's improving. He's probably a few weeks away, but we recognise that we will need to bring another striker in. We've been kind of on the lookout, and we've actually put a 7-day approach in this week for a step 3 centre forward.
Somebody we were talking to in the summer as well. Actually,
yeah, we spoke to him in the summer. He went elsewhere in the end. But obviously, we'll get another opportunity to speak to him next week, and hopefully we can get him in.
And what other movement has there been? Has there been any other players with injuries that are staying, leaving?
Well, yeah, I mean, in terms of the rest, there's quite a few squad changes. Ryan Case has been recalled by Basingstoke, so he won't be with us this weekend. It's not ideal, sometimes when you've got loan players and dual reg players. I mean, we haven't had these guys train with us at all. George and Ryan have been training with Basingstoke, so we've gone a while without seeing them as well. So that's never ideal. Nathan Fox will be signing for a Northern League Premier side this week. He's come in and done great for us for the 3 games, but with Jay fit and more local. Again, it's the thing that needed to happen because in reality, again, not being able to train is it's really tough. We actually said to Nathan, he done brilliant, and if he was more local, then it might be another conversation. But he'll be leaving. What else we've got?
And Jay, the good news is Jay's fully fit now. Yeah. Finally, he's trained twice this week. Same goes for Searsy. He's come through the training and he's available.
Also Warren's
trained twice.
Guys trained twice, and Hicksy have trained
twice.
Yeah,
Hicks has been carrying a knock and he got through 2 sessions. So there's a lot of positives this week. But lads have really proved their fitness this week.
Rummy back as well. Rummy's come in and done 2 sessions this week, so he's now back for another 2 months or so. And also we've brought in Paul Coyne. Obviously most people will know Coyne from when he was at Slough previously. He's been travelling in Australia for a few years now. So he's come back at Christmas, back to the UK, and we've put him on a form tonight. He's trained twice this week. He will need a bit of time, to get his match fitness and things like that. So don't expect miracles from him. But we, myself and John both know him from playing against him.
He's someone who always stood out whenever we played against and saw Slough teams. We always liked him. I think if we can get him back to that kind of form, he'll be a big asset for us.
Yeah, a big asset to us. So.
And that obviously piles up the number of centre midfielders. Are there any other changes there with players coming?
Well, no, at the moment, we do have a lot kind of on the books. Obviously, Ryan Hope's got another suspension.
Rummy will be going at some point.
Yeah, Rummy will be going at some point. So, we've at times struggled for number. We've had some issues in there. So we're actually quite happy to have the numbers there at the minute. We've got some real competition for places, and these things have a way of working themselves out.
Yeah.
I'm sure the squad will continue to evolve. So we'll have to see how the next few weeks go, and the players that do the business will earn the shirts and stay in the side. That's the way it should always be.
A couple of other bits on squad news as well. Craig Scott has also been offered a job up north, so he's unfortunately left. It hasn't really worked out for Scotty, breaking his foot in the first game of the season, which was disappointing because I think both myself and John thought that there was quite a bit to come from him. But obviously he'll be moving up north, so he'll be leaving. And then the only other person is Jake Parsons. Jake's been training this week. He's had his operation. All seem to be great with that. He's going to just go and have a follow-up scan this Saturday. But then we can hopefully, start to involve him as the season progresses. Really, and Jake was probably our standout player pre-season, so it'd be nice to have him back involved as well.
Yeah, I think he's only been doing light training, hasn't he? So we'll have to be patient with him, but we'll build him up steadily and get him to where he needs to be. So. Yeah, lots happening. It's never a dull moment when you're managing Slough, to be honest. There's been lots going on, but we feel pretty pleased, don't we, at the minute? We've had a good couple of sessions this week, and we're really looking. We've had a little bit of a break since the Chesham game, and we look forward now to trying to push on the second half of the season. Yeah,
and what do you look for ahead next against Kettering? What going to be a tough game?
Yeah, I mean it's no different than any other game in this league. Kettering are a well-supported side, I think well-financed, and they've got some very good players in their team. They've been on a good run recently, and they've sort of shot themselves right up the table.
They strengthened, didn't they? About a month ago, they made some real big signings.
I think at one point the manager was about to step down, and then I think he changed his mind, and I think they've brought in a few players since then. And as I say, they've been on a good run of form. So we know it'd be difficult, but it's no different than any other game that you play in the Southern Premier League. So we need our lads to be on it, and if we're on it, we'll have a good chance.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time, gents, and the comprehensive update. I'm sure everyone looks forward to getting back to the action out there on the pitch, and hopefully a lot of support at Holloways on Saturday.
Lovely.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, John.
Thanks.